Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Seriously, god damn it, man. No. I swear to God, if you do it one more time, bro, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Fuck this. Screw this shit. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Cynnnical. So yes, that right there, that is completely relatable. Whether you're a Kingdom Hearts fan or not, at least if you've played the game and you played through the games, you'll know that there are quite a few annoying bosses in Kingdom Hearts. Now I know I've done a lot of Kingdom Hearts top videos as far as bosses and whatnot are concerned, but you guys seem to enjoy them. And I was basically looking through my top videos as far as bosses and stuff were concerned, and I saw that I didn't even have like a top 5 most annoying bosses video. Now with playing through all of the Kingdom Hearts games, I have compiled a list of my personal top 5 most annoying bosses out of the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Honestly, there are a handful of very annoying bosses that I pop a blood vessel with. Yeah, literally. Like, boom. But anyway, screw these bosses, guys. These are my personal top 5. Be sure by the end of this video to put your personal top 5 in the comment section below. If you guys have liked this video and enjoyed it, hit that like button, always helps me out. Let's get on with it. So coming in at number 5 is the Demyx Data Battle from Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So of course you guys know that the standard Demyx battle is actually a pain in the ass. Even though it's a boss fight that's pretty much only halfway through the game, it was a challenge. Now it's not Demyx himself that's really an annoying part, but it's more so his water figures that he summons. So in his normal average boss fight in Hollow Bastion, it's not really too bad, although those water figures did fuck me up a lot of the time back when I was playing the game when I was younger. But honestly, it's only recently where I've attempted to do his data battle, and I have to say it's one of the hardest data battles to do. Why exactly is that? Well, he summons more water figures, and it means that you have to destroy a larger and greater amount of water figures in a shorter amount of time. Now sure, this is okay because by then you've already got a lot more things upgraded, like your drive forms, your magic, you have access to a whole new array of keyblades, but it's still a freaking pain in the ass. And yes, me personally, I have to admit, I still haven't defeated this goddamn data battle because of the fact that he summons these water figures, and it just screws me up all the time. Honestly though, Demyx, he's quite a simple boss fight. His moves can hit you quite hard when you're playing the data version of him. It's just the simple factor of when he summons those water figures, I get pissed off and I pretty much lose all hope. Even spamming fire, my fire move, while in wisdom form, it just doesn't freaking work. It pisses me off. I'm gonna have to look further into that. Hopefully I do eventually defeat him, but Demyx's data battle comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Axel's data battle from Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So Axel, yes, his fight in Kingdom Hearts 2 right at the start when you play as Roxas is one of the greatest fights of all time in my opinion. Of course, it's one of the very first pivotal points where we get to use 2 Keyblades, but his data battle is an absolute bitch. Now, I've already defeated this guy, but it took me quite a few attempts. Trust me, it really did. Now, the sole and main annoying thing about this is when pretty much Axel makes the ground go all fiery and lavery, it depletes your health so fast that you better make sure that you have a shitload of potions. You better make sure that you're a mule of potions. You better make sure that you're trying to become a smuggler to smuggle potions over the Mexican border, because you're gonna need to stockpile your ass with freaking potions. Honestly, this flame shit depletes your health constantly, not even when you're touching the ground, which I find is the most annoying thing. This fight is a consistent keeping your health off the fucking red margin. It pissed me off. It meant that even if I was deflecting and dodging Axel's moves, I was still getting hit because I'm in this area of this magma crater that is just munching away at my HP. So Axel's data battle comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is Ruler of the Sky from Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. So, Ruler of the Sky, yes, the most infamous Ruler of the Sky. This is one of the notable and more commonly known, annoying and most stupid boss fights of 358 over 2 days. And I have to say, 358 over 2 days has some of the stupidest and most annoying fights out of the whole Kingdom Hearts series. That's my opinion, of course. But Ruler of the Sky, for me, was a big and giant flying ass. Now why is that? Well, first of all, I absolutely hated Neverland in 358 over 2 days. Having to control flying up and down while dodging and attacking and doing all of that at the same time was one of the most hard to do things. I honestly, my brain was struggling because I hate having to memorize going up and down, turning left to right, dodging, going up, attacking, all that sort of shit. It just pissed me off. Neverland for me though, personally, in 358 over 2 days was just, it wasn't one of my favorite worlds, definitely. It was one of my more hated worlds for 358 over 2 days. I hated the whole flying, controlling and all that. It just wasn't good in my opinion, and fighting flying things as well was just a big pain in the ass while having to fly yourself. But on top of that, Ruler of the Sky is a fast-moving boss. He's flying. You have to dodge up and down these, you know, the big balls that he shoots at you. And plus, when he's flinging up these big shards in the water at you, it's just one of the most annoying things. Now, the actual boss's moves, yeah, they're annoying to dodge and stuff, but they can be done once you get the technique down. It's just simply because of the fact that this boss was put in the wrong place. And that wrong place being Neverland. I absolutely hated it, and that's just why this boss comes in at this position. The boss itself wasn't overly too hard. Attacking it was a bit of a bitch because of the fact that you always had to, you know, catch up to the boss while flying, get a few hits in, and then he'd be like, you know, I don't know, 100 meters ahead of you. That's an over-exaggeration right there. But he'd be like, you know, a number of meters ahead of you, then you'd have to fly back, get in like 2 hits, and rinse and repeat. It was a real process taking down this boss with the whole Neverland flying system. So Ruler of the Sky comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Lich Grave. Yes, the most infamous, and when I say that, I mean that, the most infamous, annoying boss of Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. And you guys are probably surprised as to why this wouldn't be at number 1. Well, you guys will be surprised, but Lich Grave made number 2, and dang man, honestly, Lich Grave is known for annoyance and I suppose difficulty as well. I didn't really find him also difficult. I found him more of an annoying boss, hence the reason he didn't make my hardest boss fights. But anyway, Lich Grave, a lot of you guys saw me fight Lich Grave. I actually didn't have too much of an issue with Lich Grave, in all honesty. It only took me 2 attempts, so that's not overly too much. But the fight, I have to admit, is a huge bitch. So first of all, he poisons you. Second of all, he does incredible damage to you, even though, you know, even if you're playing on a lower difficulty. He eats you up, spits you out, and you go flying. That inflicts massive damage to you. The whole strategy of actually taking down Lich Grave is a bit of a bitch as well. You gotta make sure that you don't actually stand around Lich Grave, or else you will get poisoned, and that will munch away at your HP, and that's just extremely annoying, may I add. But you actually have to take down his tentacles, which I think there's around about 6 or 7 of them, and you have to do that like 3 to 4 times. So the whole process of this boss fight is a long drag. It's just, honestly, it's like one of the longest boss fights I think I've actually ever done. So I think the whole process of this fight was just annoying because of the fact that I would always get eaten out, then I'd get spat out, then I'd get poisoned, and then I couldn't move and stuff like that, and it just pissed me off. And the fact that I couldn't actually go straight up to the boss and smack him in the face, meaning that I had to take down the tentacles before I could get a few decent hits in, it just extremely pissed me off. And honestly, I only won this fight because of the risks I took with activating limits. So that's really only the reason why I won this. If I wasn't using that sort of limit technique, then I would have been stuffed and would have had to do this countless times. But anyway, Lich Grave comes in at number 2. And coming in at number 1 is Emerald Serenade. I don't actually know if you guys want to consider this a boss, but I put it in anyway. So there is a total of 3 Emerald Serenades in Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. And you know what, I'm just going to consider it a boss because it's not like they're a common enemy. They're more like a sort of mission-specific boss enemy. But yes, Emerald Serenades, my God. Now anyone who was watching my 358 over 2 days live streams, you guys will know my pain. It took me close to 30 minutes to kill the one in the hedge maze in Wonderland. The other 2 weren't overly too big of a problem because of the fact that where their placement wasn't too bad. I could sort of, you know, like corner them or, you know, ambush them. But the fact that this Emerald Serenade was put in the hedge maze hedge maze meant that I couldn't fly over the hedge maze because there's like these invisible walls and stuff like that. But if you guys don't know the premise of you know, the Emerald Serenade, basically what happens is when you attack it, it slowly starts to increase in speed, and the Emerald Serenade, it sort of flies in a direct route, so it's got this sort of computerized route that it just flies in. But as its health depletes, it gets faster and faster and faster, and even with Super Glide, with all the boosters chips like put in and stuff, it is still a pain in the absolute ass to catch and to even get a few hits in. I pretty much had to stand in one position, and this is probably one of the best positions I could find myself standing in, and every time it would come past, I'd hit it once. And hell, even using Blizzard as well as Fire were a pain in the ass, because, you know, even shooting the magic, you know, like either Blizzard or Fire to hurt it or freeze it, it was impossible because the actual magic couldn't keep up with the speed of the Emerald Serenade. So it took me probably around about, I don't know, 15 minutes to deplete its last tiny little bit of health. The absolute most annoying boss in Kingdom Hearts, that is my personal opinion. He's not a hard boss because he doesn't attack you or anything, he just flies around. But anyway, the Emerald Serenade comes in at number 1. So of course from this list you guys can make up that there is quite a lot of 358 over 2 days bosses in here. And yes, I found most of the bosses in 358 over 2 days extremely annoying. Not so much hard because I wasn't really dying so much on them. The actual fights themselves though was just a pain in the absolute ass. So anyway, that is just, you know, my personal opinion. Leave your feedback in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that like button if you did. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.